Hi friends, today we start one important chapter. It is chapter number 8, Introduction to Trigonometry. This is a very important chapter for those students who will take science stream in 11th and 12th standard. Today I will give you all the information about trigonometry related to this chapter. Today I will explain you all the theories of this chapter. So let's start it. Trigonometry word derives from three words. First is tri, second is gon, and third is metron. Tri means three, gon means side, and metrons means measure. So it is three side measurement. Now what is the definition of trigonometry? Trigonometry is the study of relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. So in this chapter we will learn about relationship between sides and angle of right angle triangle. For standard 10 our syllabus is limited up to right angle triangle. So in this chapter we learn about if we know that two sides of right angle triangle, then we can find the angles of right angle triangle. And if we know the any one angle and one side of a triangle, then we can find other sides. Okay, so in this chapter we learn about relationship between angles and sides. So first thing is trigonometric ratio. So first of all you need to remember three words, that is sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. Before explanation of that words, just look at this triangle. This is a right angle triangle. The side opposite to right angle, it is called hypotenuse. Now I take one reference angle. Total three angles is present here. Angle A, angle B and angle C. Angle B is right angle. So I consider angle C as my reference angle and I give name theta to my angle. Theta is measurement of angle C. This is so for angle theta, this is opposite side. Side opposite to theta, it is called opposite side, and this is my adjacent side. Side adjacent to theta, it is called adjacent theta. So total three things: opposite side means AB, adjacent side means BC, and hypotenuse AC. Now what is sin theta? First of all, full form of sin theta is sine of angle theta, and it is the ratio of opposite side to hypotenuse. So in numerator opposite side and denominator hypotenuse. Now what is our opposite side here? It's AB. So AB and hypotenuse AC, it is in denominator. So AB by AC, it is sin theta. Then our second measurement is cos theta. The full form of cos theta is cosine of angle theta. Full form of cos theta is cosine of angle theta. Many students confuse the about meaning of cosine, means cos or sine, but cosine is full form of cos theta. That's why I tell you right now, cosine is full form of cos theta. Now cos theta is the ratio of adjacent side to hypotenuse. Adjacent side BC upon hypotenuse AC. Okay, so we need to remember this formula. Sin theta means opposite side upon hypotenuse. Cos theta means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Now in sin theta and cos theta, we know that in right angle triangle, hypotenuse is big side, right? So in sin theta, hypotenuse, it is in denominator. So big side present in denominator. That's why answer of sin theta is always lies between -1 to 1. We can write like this: -1 to 1. Okay, and same for cos theta, because hypotenuse present in denominator. in cos theta even. So cos theta, for cos theta we can write minus 1 to 1. So sin theta and cos theta have answers always lies between minus 1 to 1. Now it's the time for tan theta. The full form of tan theta, it is tangent of angle theta. Tangent of angle theta, it's called tan theta. Formula of tan theta is equals to opposite side upon adjacent side. First of all, I draw that right angle triangle. It's A, B, C, and here our theta. Now opposite side AB upon adjacent side BC. So AB upon BC, it's equals to tan theta. Now total 3 term we learn, that is sin theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Now we learn about inverse of this 3 trigonometric function. Now cosec theta. Cosec theta is inverse of sin theta, and full form of cosec theta is cosecant of angle theta. Now what do you mean by inverse? Inverse means if we multiply a number by its inverse, then answer becomes 1. So here I can write sin theta into cosec theta is equals to 1. If cosec multiply with its inverse, then answer becomes 1. Now transfer sin theta to right hand side. So cosec theta is equals to 1 upon sin theta. Means cosec is inverse of sin, and alternate even true, sin is inverse of cosec theta. Right? So sin is inverse of cosec theta and cosec is inverse of sin theta. So formula of cosec theta. Now inverse the formula of sin theta. That means change the numerator and denominator. Okay. So hypotenuse goes to the numerator and opposite side goes to the denominator, because the formula of sin theta is equals to opposite side upon hypotenuse. So cosec theta is equals to hypotenuse upon opposite side. Now hypotenuse AC and opposite side AB. So AC upon AB. Same way, sec is a inverse of cos theta. The full form of sec theta is secant of angle theta, and sec is inverse of cos theta. Alternately, we can say that cos is inverse of sec theta and sec theta is inverse of cos theta. Now just change the numerator and denominator in the formula of cos theta, then you can get formula of sec theta. So our sec theta is equals to hypotenuse upon adjacent side, because formula of cos theta is equals to adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So sec theta is equals to hypotenuse upon adjacent side. Okay, it is just inverse of cos. So in cos theta, BC upon AC. So in sec theta, AC upon BC. Only position of numerator and denominator is changed. Now same way, cot theta is a inverse of tan theta. So cot theta is inverse of tan theta. So we can say that tan theta is inverse of cot theta. The full form of cot theta is equals to cotangent of angle theta. Now inverse the formula of tan theta. Formula of tan theta is equals to opposite side upon adjacent side. So inverse it, it becomes formula of cot theta. Cot theta is equals to adjacent side upon opposite side. Okay, just change the numerator and denominator. So BC upon AB. Now again, sin theta is equals to, now I am write the short form, opposite side upon hypotenuse. So inverse of sin, it is cosec theta. So cosec theta is equals to hypotenuse upon opposite side. Now cos theta is equals to adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So sec theta, it is inverse hypotenuse upon adjacent side. Then tan theta is equals to opposite upon adjacent, right? So opposite upon adjacent, and cot theta is inverse of tan theta. So tan theta is equals to opposite upon adjacent. So cot theta is equals to adjacent upon opposite. Change the numerator and denominator. Okay. A, B and C. Here is my theta. 5, 12 and 13. So sin theta is equals to, sin theta means opposite, that means 5 upon hypotenuse, that means 13. So cosec theta is equals to 13 upon 5, hypotenuse upon opposite, right? Then cos theta is equals to adjacent, means adjacent to theta, it is 12 and hypotenuse 13. This is my hypotenuse, 5 is opposite side and 12 is adjacent side, right? Cos theta is equals to adjacent upon hypotenuse, 12 upon 13. So inverse of cos, it is sec theta, it is 13 by 12, hypotenuse upon adjacent. Then tan theta. Tan theta is equals to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite 5, adjacent 12, so 5 upon 12. Then cot theta, it is inverse of tan theta, so 12 upon 5, adjacent upon opposite. Now one more formula of tan theta in terms of sin theta and cos theta. First of all, I draw that triangle ABC, here theta, this is opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse. Now look at the formula of tan theta, it is AB upon BC, AB upon BC. Now divide numerator and denominator by hypotenuse, that means AC. Okay, divide numerator and denominator by AC. AC cut, that means nothing we change in the original formula, but we try to just change the forms of our formula, right? So now AB by AC, it is a formula of sin theta, opposite upon hypotenuse. So in place of AB upon AC, I written here sin theta. Now in denominator, BC upon AC, that means adjacent upon hypotenuse. It is the formula of cos theta. So I written here cos theta. So second formula of tan theta, it is equals to sin theta upon cos theta, right? Tan theta is equals to opposite upon adjacent, and second formula sin theta upon cos theta. Now cot theta, it is inverse of tan theta, means change the numerator and denominator. So cot theta is equals to cos theta upon sin theta. Cot theta is equals to cos theta upon sin theta, right? So these are the 6 terms of trigonometry. Now our next topic is trigonometric ratio of 0 to 90, 0 and 90. Here we learn about some specific value of angles. Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta. All of these trigonometric functions are related to angles. So right now we learn about some specific angles and we have some value for that angles. So first of all, sin theta. And if we talk about angle 0, here is our theta, right? So if this angle is 0, then this side lies on my adjacent side, means I get only single line, right? So my opposite side is not there, that's why it is 0. Now what is the formula of sin theta? Opposite side upon hypotenuse, but here no opposite side is there, that's why sin theta is equals to 0. If my theta is equals to 0, that means I can say that sin 0 is equals to 0. Value of theta is equals to 0. So here sin 0 is equals to 0. So at 0 degree, value of sin is equals to 0. Now again, if angle theta is equals to 0, then what is here is my original triangle, right? If this angle is 0, then my hypotenuse is lies on the adjacent side, right? My hypotenuse and adjacent side both are coincide. So for cos theta formula is adjacent side. If I give x to my adjacent side, then it is also my hypotenuse. And what is the formula of cos theta? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse, both are x, then x cuts, and answer is 1. So I can say that cos 0, value of cosine at theta is equals to 0 is equals to 1. These are the degree values. Okay, 0 degree. At 0 degree, cos 0 is equals to 0. So this value I written here. Sin 0 is equals to 0. Cos 0 is equals to 1. Then now for theta is equals to 30 and theta is equals to 60 degree. Just take one equilateral triangle ABC and draw its altitude AM. We know that in equilateral triangle, altitude and median lies on the same point, right? So AM is our median even. If AM is median, then M is midpoint of BC. Then if my sides of equilateral triangle is A, that means AB is equals to A, AC is equals to A, and BC is equals to A. Then BM, M is midpoint of BC, so BM is equals to A by 2, right? And all the angles of equilateral triangle, it is equals to 60 degree, right? All the angles of equilateral triangle is 60 degree. So this is 60 degree. Now use the angle sum property in triangle ABM. If my angle B is equals to 60, my angle M is equals to 90, then I get angle A is equals to 30, because sum of all the three angles of triangle is equals to 180, right? Now find our third side AM by using Pythagoras law. Now what is Pythagoras law? Hypotenuse square is equals to sum of square of other two sides, that means AM square plus BM square. AB is equals to A, so square, that means A square. AM, that I want to find right now, so M square as it is. BM, A by 2, and BM square, so A by 2 square, A square by 4. Then transfer this A square by 4 to the left hand side, so it is AM square. Now we need to take LCM. Okay, so take LCM, it is 4, so AM square 4A square minus A square by 4, right? So 4A square minus 1A square, so AM square is equals to 4A square minus 1A square, that means 3A square by 4, right? Now take square root, so in left hand side AM square, square root of AM square, it's AM, square root of 3 under root 3, square root of A square, it's only A, and square root of 4, it is 2, right? So AM is equals to under root 3A by 4, sorry, under root 3A by 2. Now find sin theta and cos theta. First of all, for angle 30 degree, right? So sin theta, opposite side. Now for 30 degree, opposite side is equals to BM. It is A by 2 upon hypotenuse. Right now hypotenuse is equals to A. So numerator, so denominator of numerator, it goes to the denominator. So A by 2A, then AA cut, so 1 by 2. So that means my value of sin 30, because theta is equals to 30 degree, is 1 by 2, right? So sin theta is equals to 1 by 2, that I already written in my table. Later we see it. Okay, now for cos 30. Now for 30 degree, adjacent side, it is your AM, and value of AM that we got under root 3a by 2 upon hypotenuse. Your hypotenuse is A. Okay. So denominator of numerator is cos to the denominator. Then alternately we can write under root 3a upon 2a. So a cut. So my cos 30 is equals to under root 3 by 2. That I already written in my table. Later on we see it. Now sin 60. Now 60 degree is your reference angle. Then for 60 degree, your opposite side is equals to AM. It is under root 3a by 2 upon hypotenuse. It is A. We already know the answer because in cos 30 we are doing same process. So under root 3a by 2a. Then our 2a to a cut. So final answer under root 3 by 2. So sin 60 is equals to under root 3 by 2. Then cos 60. Cos 60. Now for 60 degree angle, adjacent side is BM. It is A by 2 upon hypotenuse A. So you can write A by 2A and our A cut. So finally we got 1 by 2. Right? So 4 value we can get from this equilateral triangle. It's sin 30, cos 30, sin 60 and cos 60. Okay. So totally sin 0 done, cos 0 done, sin 30 done, cos 30 done, sin 60 done, cos 60 done. Now sin theta and 30, what is the meaning of this table? Here sin theta 30, that means sin 30 is equals to 1 by 2. Okay. Sin, here sin theta and 60, that means sin 60 is equals to under root 3 by 2. Here under root 3 by 2, that means cos theta and 30, that means cos 30 is equals to under root 3 by 2. Okay, this is the meaning of this table. Now for angle 45, again take one right angle triangle ABC. This is your 90 degree. Now if your angle is 45 degree, then obviously your second angle, that means angle A, it is also equals to 45 degree by using angle sum property. If your two angles are same, then opposite side of that angles are also same. That we learn in standard 9. Okay. So if angle A and angle C is same, then opposite side of angle A and C, that means BC and AB, both are equal. Assume BC is equals to X, then your AB is equals to also X. Then find hypotenuse by Pythagoras theorem. That means AC square is equals to sum of square of other two sides. It is X and X. So X square plus X square, 2X square. Now take square root. So AC is equals to square root of 2. It is under root 2 and square root of X square. It is X. So AC is equals to under root 2X. Right? Now find your sin 45 and cos 45. Sin 45. Now take this angle, opposite side X and hypotenuse under root 2X. So X cut, you get 1 upon under root 2. Now same thing in cos. Again adjacent side X, hypotenuse under root 2X, and same answer you will get of cos 45. So sin 45 and cos 45 both are 1 upon under root 2. Right? Now for theta is equals to 90 degree. If you take C is equals to 90, then you get vertical line. Right? Your hypotenuse and opposite side both are coincide. And here your adjacent side, it is equals to 0. So sin theta, and assume the length of this side is equals to X. Sin theta is equals to opposite upon hypotenuse and both are equals to x. So x upon x, it is 1. So sin 90, 1. Okay. Then cos 90, adjacent upon hypotenuse, but here adjacent side equals to 0 upon x. So finally we got 0. So cos 90 is equals to 0. Now we can find our other values by using these two function sin theta and cos theta. Okay, so tan theta, formula of tan theta is equals to sin theta upon cos theta. Okay, so if you want to find the value of sin theta, then you can just divide your sin theta and cos theta. So first of all, for sin 0, I divide this 0 by 1 sin theta by cos theta. Okay, here. So your 0 by 1, it is equals to 0. Then for 30 degree, 1 by 2 divided by under root 3 by 2. Your denominator cut, under 2 cut, right? So finally, you got 1 upon under root 3. You can see the values in the box of sin theta and cos theta. You just need to divide the sin theta by cos theta, right? Now 45, 1 upon under root 2 divided by 1 upon under root 2. So numerator and denominator cut. So answer is 1. Then for 60 degree, here under root 3 by 2 and for cos 1 by 2. So again denominator cut. So under root 3 by 1. Then no need to divide the number by 1 because we got same answer. So under root 3. And for the 90 degree, 1 upon 0. Now 0 is present in denominator. That means our term is not defined because it is not possible, right? So not defined. Now we know one thing, that is inverse. Cosec theta is inverse of sin theta. So just inverse the value of sin theta, you can get cosec theta. Now 0, we can write 0 by 1. Now change the numerator and denominator. That means 1 by 0. But in denominator 0 is there. That's why not defined. Now for 30 degree angle, change your numerator and denominator. So 2 by 1. No need to write 1 in denominator. So answer is 2. Same thing in 45. Change the numerator and denominator. Under root 2 by 1. That means under root 2. Now under root 3 by 2. Change the numerator and denominator. 2 by under root 3. And here in 90 degree you can write 1 by 1. Now change the denominator and numerator. So again you get 1 by 1. That is 1. Right? Now sec theta is the inverse of cos theta. Right? So you can also write 1 by 1. Now change the numerator and denominator. Then you can get 1. Now for 30 degree angle, change the numerator and denominator. So 2 by under root 3. Here even under root 2 by 1, it is under root 2. Here even change the numerator and denominator. 2 by 1, it is 2. Here 0 is there. You can write 0 by 1. You can divide any number by 1. It is same, right? So 0 by 1. Now take inverse of 0 by 1. It is 1 upon 0. So not defined because 0 present in denominator. Same thing for cot theta. Just take inverse of 10. So here you can write 0 by 1. Now take inverse. That means 1 by 0. So not defined. Right? For 30 degree, change the numerator and denominator. So you get under root 3 by 1. No need to write 1 in denominator. So under root 3. Now here 1 is present. 1 by 1. It is same 1. Here you can write under root 3 by 1. Now take inverse. So 1 upon under root 3. Here not defined. Not defined means 1 upon 0. Now take inverse of 1 upon 0. So 0 goes in numerator and 1 in denominator. So 0 by 1, it is 0. So students, you need to remember this whole table. Right? So I give one shortcut trick. So you can remember this table easily. So just start with sin theta. Okay. Now start with number 0. Then continuously write down 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. and divide this all the number by 4. इन सबको एक छाता पहना दो, मीन्स स्क्वायर रूट. Okay, 0 by 4 it is 0, right? 0 by 4 it is 0. 1 by 4, now square root of 1 is 1 and square root of 4 is 2, so in denominator 2, 1 by 2. Now here we can simplify it. 2 2s are 4, so in numerator nothing is there, that means 1. So square root of 1 is 1 and in denominator under root 2. Now under root 3 by 4. So under root 3 we cannot simplify it, and in denominator 4 is there. Square root of 4, it's a 2. Now here at last 4 1s are 4. So square root of 1, it's 1. So you can get all the value of sine theta by using this way. So here is 0, here 1 by 2, 1 upon under root 2, at 60 under root 3 by 2, and for 90 value is 1, right? Then for cos theta, write this number in reversing order. That means that 1 here, under root 3 by 2 here, 1 upon under root 2 here, 1 by 2 here, and 0 is here. If we reverse the order of sine theta, then we can get value of cos theta. That means at last 1 is there, so here starting with 1, then here under root 3 by 2, here under root 3 by 2, 1 upon under root 2, 1 upon under root 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and 0, 0. Okay, so you can easily get the value of cos theta. Now for tan theta, it's the same thing. We need to divide sine theta by cos theta. So that I do not discuss right now, because that I already discussed. Okay. Then for cosec theta, again process for cosec theta is same. You need to just you need to take inverse of sine. Okay, so same way you can get cosec theta, but for sec theta you can get directly the value of sec theta. Now if we inverse the value of cos theta, then we can get sine theta. Same thing. If we inverse the value of cosec theta, then we can get value of sec theta. So at last here 1 is there, so here starting with 1, here 2 upon under root 3, here 2 upon under root 3, under root 2, under root 2, 2, 2, not defined, not defined. Okay, so just we need to reverse the order of cosec theta, then we can get our value of sec theta easily by using this way. And if you reverse the order of tan theta, then you can get value of cot theta. Here not defined, not defined, under root 3, 1, 1, 1 upon under root 3, 1 upon under root 3, 0, 0. Okay, so this is the easiest way. Again for sine theta we need to write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to divide by 4, and then we need to take square root of every number. Okay, so we can get value of sine theta. Now if we reverse the order of sine theta, we can get our cos theta. Now for tan theta, use the formula sine theta upon cos theta. Okay, so just we need to divide sine theta by cos theta, we can get value of tan theta. Then for cosec theta, it is the inverse of sine, right? So 1 upon sine theta. So just take inverse of value of sine, you can get your value of cosec theta, right? Then if we reverse the order of cosec theta, then we can get, so that we can get value of sec theta. And if we change the order of tan theta, then we can get cot theta, right? Our next topic is trigonometric ratio of complementary angles. This topic is based on this table, trigonometric ratio of 0 to 90. Okay, but that I will teach you in my next video. Okay.